Alright, so today we're diving into my first ever experience at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. And let me tell you, it was a wild ride. If you're into tech or just curious about what it's like to attend one of the biggest tech events in the world, buckle up because I've got a lot to share with you guys. First off, CES is intense. This event is not for the faint of heart. I quickly learned that the weather in Vegas is insanely dry. So if you're planning to attend, bring chapstick and drink water like your life depends on it, because it kind of does. Speaking of water, staying hydrated is key because you're going to be walking a lot. I'm talking over 20,000 steps per day easily. So comfortable shoes are a non-negotiable. And let's talk about the costs. Uber's ridiculously expensive. A tube of toothpaste, $8 USD. 2 Starbucks lattes, $15 USD. Oh, and me and a bunch of other creators stumbled upon an ice cream flavor on the Vegas Strip called Dad's Milk. Yeah, that's not weird at all. By the way, as you guys can probably hear in my voice, I caught the infamous CES flu, and I still haven't recovered. But hey, as they say, the show must go on. So let's dive into the coolest things I got to see at CES 2025. Let's start with the Asus booth because they brought the heat this year. First up was the Asus ZenBook A14. This thing is a productivity beast. It's a 14-inch OLED laptop with up to 32GB of RAM and goes up to 1TB of storage. It's rocking the new Snapdragon X Elite processor, giving up to 32 hours of battery life, and it weighs just 2.18 pounds. The magnesium alloy chassis with a Serra aluminum ceramic coating gives it this matte stone-like finish that feels incredible in the hands. Honestly, this laptop feels very premium and it's very well built. Oh, and it did pass the one-finger display open test with flying colors. For ports, you've got USB Type-A, HDMI, USB 4 Type-C, and a headphone jack. This is definitely a must-buy for me and I can't wait to check it out here in the studio once I get my hands on it. Then we have the Asus ZenBook Duo 2025 variant. I've covered this laptop before on my channel, but every time I see it in person, it just looks next level. The primary and the secondary displays are both 14-inch Asus Lumina OLED panels with 3K resolution and a buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate, powered by an Intel Core Ultra 9 285H processor and up to 32GB of RAM. It's perfect for multitasking. The secondary display integrates seamlessly with any software, allowing for enhanced productivity whether you're editing videos, coding, or managing multiple tasks simultaneously. The design is honestly sleek and practical, weighing in at just over 3 pounds, making it a portable powerhouse. And we have to cover the star of the show, the ROG Strix Scar 16 and Scar 18 gaming laptops. These are absolute monsters for gaming, with the NVIDIA RTX 5090 GPUs. The mini LED display boasts a 240 refresh rate and up to 1200 nits of peak brightness. These are equipped with advanced cooling systems, including a vapor chamber and tri-fan technology, ensuring the performance stays top-notch even during heavy gaming sessions. With customizable RGB lighting and IDB vision display on the lid, these laptops let you add a personal touch to your gaming rig, which I think is honestly so cool. So if you're a heavy gamer or someone like me who's just addicted to League of Legends, this laptop is an absolute beast. And finally, Asus also unveiled the Zephyrus G14 and G16, ultra-portable gaming laptops. These feature up to AMD Ryzen AI 9HX 370 processors and NVIDIA's RTX 5080 GPUs, along with stunning Nebula OLED displays. The compact design coupled with cutting-edge cooling technology makes this an ideal option for gamers and creators alike. I personally love white laptops and the Zephyrus series looks absolutely sick this year. Overall, I honestly think Asus stole the show this year. Their booth was packed with innovation and excitement, and I think these laptops will be high in demand. Next up, we hit the Aiper booth, and they really put on a show showcasing the brand new Aiper X1 Pro. Now hear me out. This is a swimming pool cleaner that actually handles everything for you. So the Aiper X1 Pro is an all-in-one wireless robotic pool cleaner that's all about convenience. It uses OmniSense Plus technology to map every inch of your pool and cleans it efficiently. But what really sets it apart is the FlexiPad and quad-core intelligent chip. This enables the X1 Pro to navigate your pool with precision, ensuring no debris is left behind. This device also tracks and cleans the walls of your pool, tackling areas that other cleaners might miss. Like, it literally crawls up the wall of your swimming pool. Talk about crazy tech in 2025. The Aiper app adds another layer of convenience. You can schedule cleanings, check diagnostics, and monitor its progress right from your phone. No matter the shape or size of your pool, the X1 Pro intelligently adapts to its environment, ensuring thorough cleaning every single time. And the integration of advanced AI ensures that it avoids obstacles like pool ladders or uneven surfaces, which makes it incredibly user-friendly. Another standout feature is its energy efficiency. Unlike traditional pool cleaners, the X1 Pro operates wirelessly and uses optimized power settings to get the job done without running up your energy bill. Plus, maintenance is a breeze with its easy to remove filter tray that you can clean and replace in minutes. Imagine coming home after a long work week to a spotless pool without you ever having to lift a finger. That's the kind of futuristic convenience I'm talking about here. The X1 Pro isn't just a gadget, it's a game changer for pool owners looking to save time and effort. If you've got a pool, this might be your new best friend. Now, if technology is all about making your life a little bit easier, we have to talk about the Plaud Note AI voice recorder. My wife loves this thing. This device has been an absolute time saver for me. I've been using this thing well before CES, so I had to make sure I drop by their booth and show some love. Basically, what the Plaud Note does is create transcripts, summarizes conversations, and even makes mind maps. Listen to this. My friend Fenton, you guys probably know him, he's also a creator. Anyways, he was all the way in the back of the room during Samsung's CES event, and this is a massive room. But the crazy thing is, the Plaud Note pin was able to pick up the speaker's voice perfectly, despite the speaker honestly having a heavy accent. The transcription accuracy is next level thanks to built-in ChatGPT. Super useful for anyone who keeps track of meetings, events, or even lectures. At the HiSense booth, I got to check out their 136-inch TV. This thing is massive and it's perfect for immersive gaming or movie nights. The thing is, usually at this size, the clarity and the quality usually diminish, but man, this TV is insane. It's a visual masterpiece in every sense of the word. I also tried a little bit of gaming on one of Hisense's new laser gaming TVs with a 240Hz refresh rate. I played some Black Myth Wukong and it felt like I was playing on a computer monitor because of the high refresh rate. No latency lag whatsoever. The clarity and the low latency were honestly mind-boggling. Hisense also showcased their C2 series projectors and this ultra short throw laser projector. Initially, I thought it was a TV, but nope, it was a projector. And that just speaks to the quality and the clarity of this projector. The detail coming from a projector is just phenomenal. Now, LG brought some serious innovation to CES, including an ultra-wide monitor that bends and unbends. Imagine editing or even gaming on that. They also had this crazy sick transparent OLED display priced at $60,000. That's in US dollars. In person, this thing looks amazing, but that price tag obviously isn't for everyone. But once I get to 1 million subscribers, I'm definitely buying this thing because it's so sick. Another really cool product that I have my eye on for quite some time now is the LG Stand By Me 2, which is a portable screen you can move around your house. It comes with a stand. My wife is obsessed with this thing. It's useful if you're like cooking in the kitchen and you want to watch a show in the background. It's very practical and my wife wants one really bad. Now, TCL showcased some really artsy looking TVs that could double down as honestly home decor. I could totally see one of these TVs in my condo. It has that aesthetic appeal to it. It honestly looks like a piece of furniture rather than a TV. They also introduced the TCL Nextpaper 11 Plus tablet. The display uses Nextpaper 4.0 technology, which feels like you're reading on paper, but it also transitions to an e-ink display and a color display. I was actually really impressed by what I was seeing out of TCL. This tablet is perfect for long reading sessions and even supports a stylus for note-taking or drawing. Last but not least, let me tell you guys about the boba chairs from Top Job Lab. Hands down, the most comfortable chair I have ever sat on. I know this may seem like a joke, but this chair is going to be in your home within the next 2 years, I guarantee it. It is that comfortable, I consider this a must buy. My back was killing me after walking all of these steps all day long, and this chair was a lifesaver. It lets you move around in all directions so you never feel stiff. Plus, you can adjust the height up or down. You can actually lean back on it quite a bit, and they do come in a ton of colors, and they will be available worldwide really soon. If you ever see this in person, make sure you try it out. It is that good. And that's a wrap on my first ever CES experience. It was surreal to see all the innovation and the creativity in one place. I got to meet people that I only ever talked to online for years and years. I met David, Pete, Iskren. All of them are really good dudes. And if you're a tech enthusiast, CES is a must visit at least once in your life. My voice is totally gone. This flu is really beating me up. But yeah, thanks so much for coming along with me on this journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tech content. And if you stuck with me to the end of this video, drop a dolphin emoji down in the comments below. I would love to know who my true supporters are. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Hopefully I feel better really soon.